Hi, everyone. My name is Miss Nikki Jean, and thank you for joining me on our Thursday, October 5th daily card pull readings. Today, I kind of wanted to show you, as everyone starts coming in, the types of decks I use for my readings and what I'm going to be using today specifically. The first one is my African American Tarot deck. This is the back of it. These are the cards, the front of it. They're absolutely beautiful. The pictures that they depict tell like a full and complete story. So it's really easy for me to kind of get to the heart of certain situations with that deck. And then I love using the Mythic Tarot. This is all based on Greek mythology. It follows like several different stories that we all know in Greek mythology. This is Athena, the Justice card. It's just a beautiful deck. Again, great for the storytelling on tarot. And gets also really to the heart of the questions. Hello, Paris. How are you? Thank you for coming in. And finally, I have the Kipper deck, which is a German style. It's different than tarot, similar to Lenormand. And this is what it looks like. I don't know how to pronounce it. Fin de Sickle Kipper. But this gives you very specifics on, change to justification kind of cards. Again, it kind of gives you really specific details on a certain situation. So today I wanted to gonna see what the card for Thursday is. I'm gonna use the Mythic Tarot for that. Just kind of get a vibe for what may come or we may not come. Do a quick shuffle. And the card I got is Two of Cups. So it's kind of a good day for a union. Hi, LaTanya. Which is about love, unions, not just like relationship loves, but kind of bringing two things together that fit well together. Hi, Misty. Thank you guys for coming in. I cleanse my decks every day. Every time I start a new reading, I do. That's a good question. Thank you, Bears, for that. Before I do readings at the store, I have my own special ritual of cleansing where I kind of sit down, meditate, and shuffle them in my own special style before I'll even read anybody. And then I keep a piece of selenite in each of my tarot bags to also keep that cleansed afterwards. So I cleanse my deck after every reading, basically. And if I feel like the deck, the energies if I'm not getting the answers that I feel like are really necessary, I'll do like a deeper cleanse or kind of sit them out on the moon, but I haven't had to do that for a while. I've got a good system of shuffling, meditating, and kind of just putting that cleansing energy into my deck. Hello, Ashley. Thank you for coming in. Okay, I'm going to start answering some questions. So, LaTanya, your question is, how could you tell me, will my relationship get better with the guy I'm with? Could you tell me with my relationship? Could you tell me will my relationship get better with the guy I'm with? All right, we'll see. Considering Two of Cups was the first card that I pulled, I do feel like that's a good sign. You also got the Six of Wands, which means appreciation and kind of honoring the positives instead of focusing on the negatives in the relationship. So if there are any issues that are going on, or if you guys are kind of nitpicking a lot or just only focusing on what you're not doing, you should change that to what are you guys doing and kind of giving each other attaboys, as I like to say. So if he's picking out the trash, tell him thank you, show signs of gratitude. And that will definitely make both people feel more honored and feel like loved. Okay. Let me see. Ashley, will this month bring good news? Thank you for that question. Hello, Rose. Let's see. For Ashley, yes. So you got the moon card reverse. So sorry, I should put it up like this. To me, it's going to reveal like things that have been hidden from you. That maybe if you've been stuck in a fog or there's just been like the clarity has been a little off for you lately. This month is going to show you like the true self. So I wouldn't push anything or try to force answers yet. Like let those answers will come to you and be illuminated. But you definitely stay on a positive note. This kind of is going to bring truth out of the darkness. That if you have that feeling of something's going on, I would trust it, but don't put anxiety towards it or like focus on the negatives. Again, the truth shall be revealed kind of vibe I'm getting from this. All right. Misty, I'm curious if I ever have a son or find a healthy relationship. I'm curious if I will ever have a son or find a healthy relationship. If you will ever have a son, let me see. Or find a healthy relationship. I'm going to do the healthy relationship first because without that, there cannot be A Sun. So to me, you got the Emperor card, which is a good sign, but there seems to be, if you're having struggles with a healthy relationship, you need to set more boundaries and kind of speak up for yourself and not get like walked over. Emperor is somebody that is determined, very strong leadership skills, and knows what they want, doesn't deal with the BS and doesn't allow BS and doesn't allow it to be taken advantage of. So if those are things that you have struggled with in the past in relationships, this is a sign that you need to kind of reverse that, let those behaviors go, to start speaking up for yourself and set healthy boundaries, not someone that's just giving all and then you realize nothing's coming back. You need to learn to say no when you, and speaking up for yourself. That is all. It's a good sign, but I feel if you are struggling with that, it is hard to kind of embrace. It's a lot easier said than done. Um, but love will come when you're kind of being clear. And I also want to say, maybe it's saying like, be clear of what you want in a partner. If you've been too loose or like, oh, I want them to be rich and whatever, then you're missing out on like, are they a steady job? Are they like healthy patterns? Do they have good money? Like, you need to be more specific in what you want, instead of just like being really vague in your descriptions of your partner. Hello, Paul, Facebook user. I can't hear him live right now. So if you could type, please. I don't think I Papa G's right next to me because this is my first time doing it, so I'm not sure he's going to help answer that question.
See. Where is that one?
Right there. I can't hear the live right now.
Where's that? If you you may have better chance if you go over to YouTube. Go over to our YouTube channel, which is the handle @aromaGs, youtube.com/@aromaGs. And you may have better luck that way. There is really no way for us to type and talk at the same time.
Yeah.
Also, I do want to say that, and hopefully Nikki will continue to join us each week. In the next couple of weeks, we are going to phase out being on Facebook. You have to go straight to YouTube to watch this show in a couple of weeks. Right now, we're just trying to wean you off of Facebook. It helps us with our YouTube, build our YouTube channel, and it also helps weed out some of the scammers that try to come up into this Facebook room. Jamie, I can hear you on Facebook. Okay, so Paul, you might want to check your settings or head on over to YouTube.
Thank you.
You can scroll this. I am showing Nikki this the first time. You can scroll this if it gets out of hand and go back.
Okay.
And stop it.
I think I got... hi, Sam from Scotland. I wonder if you're still over there. We miss you at aromaGs. Okay, so Denise, what should I be focused on in my current transitional path? So transitional paths are always a journey. So hopefully, oh, okay. Slowing down. You got the 8 of Wands upside down. And to me, whatever is happening, if you're looking for a fast result, or if you're worried that whatever you're transitioning from like is not coming fast enough, there's still more time in your journey to really slow things down. We're in the month of October. It is a time to release things. So a lot of this, if you're feeling things aren't moving enough, what are you still holding on to that's from your past that's kind of weighing you down? This could be emotional, this could be mental, it could be actual person. With the Wands, though, I definitely feel like it's a mental thing, like a behavior thing, or just something that you're thinking negatively about yourself, and maybe you need to stop those negative thoughts, and start thinking more positive. But it's coming, but it's definitely a sign to like kind of slow down. Hello, Angelo, Natasha. Hello. Okay, Jane. Oh, I'm sorry. No, Juliana, I skipped one. What is on the horizon for this month for me? That's a good question. So again, the start of this read, I pulled the 2 cups for the whole theme of the day, which is love and union and bringing 2 things together. So hopefully this kind of coincides with this. You have the Death card, which is not everyone. I love this card because it's Hades. This always has like a negative connotation. It's actually one of my favorite cards because it just means change. And especially in the month of October, this is really, you're kind of like on par for what you're going through in life. Again, kind of making sure that you're letting go of old things, because something new, especially when the Death card comes out, something new is trying to come through, breakthrough. It's like a seed that has been planted, but it just needs to be nurtured a little bit. So, and to me, this is kind of heavier energy with the death card. Like, what are you really holding on to that you know is holding you back? Again, people, attitudes, job. It's something that you need to kind of reflect on in order to move forward. So this is a positive card. I don't like when people think it's like, oh, I'm going to die. It just means change and really transformative change. And the month of October is all about change and transformation. We're going into the nights are getting longer. The sun's not out anymore. So it's a good time to kind of reflect for that. All right. So Jane, is my relationship with my fiance over, or will things get better? Okay. Let me just do this a little quickly. I might use the African American tarot since I've been pulling with the New Mythic one for a minute. So you have the 10 of Wands. This card is a lot of anxiety. Like you guys have been doing a lot of fighting. And it also means a time of like completion, like the fighting will be over, but this needs to be kind of taking a step back and reflecting like who was wrong, why were they wrong, like how are we communicating? I think when I see 10 of Wands, especially in relationships, that the communications have not been heard. Like someone's yelling, they're not hearing what you need. So making sure that like your needs are being heard correctly without the yelling or the fighting. It does mean that like the change over doesn't necessarily mean bad. Maybe like it's over to start something new. Like you guys definitely need to leave something behind or let something go in order for something new to be sprung together. And again, like the card of the day was 2 of Cups. So I do believe if you guys can kind of meet in the middle and realize both mistakes, or whoever, because it takes 2 to tango, something new can get created in that relationship. Okay, Victoria. Hi, good morning. Will my financial situation end soon, or is it long term? Okay, let's find out. Oh, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Very powerful card, all about the money, all about somebody who has worked very, very, very hard to get what she wants. She's eating the fruit that she has planted 10 months ago. She's not even working. She's literally just chilling. She's one of my favorite queens to have because she is very passive, but really enjoying the fruits of her labor. So yes, to me, it will end soon and you're going to start seeing the benefits of all that hard work that you've been putting through. So don't give up now. I know like usually this is the hardest time to when you're at the end of a struggle, like it's like I just want, is this ever going to be over? It's when there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So this is a very powerful card. It's very beautiful. I love this. Samantha, hello. What is the current trajectory of my business? Please and thank you. Well, you are welcome. Well, let's see. I feel like you've got the Knight of Swords. I love this card. Look at it. He's just bossing. Very strong. Going for what you want. Don't back down. I think this is a time to like make sure that you are really speaking your words into actions and you're not just thinking, you're doing. Yeah, this is so making sure that this is, and you're being heard. Like, so this big instrument here, am I doing that right? Yeah. His voice is being heard across the lands, so his kingdom. Like he is getting what he wants. He's doing what he wants, but he is not shy about it. He's not being passive about it. He is not waiting for somebody to come and tell him. Like, so as long as you are kind of being a ball buster, hopefully I can say that. Yes, your business is going to continue to grow and grow. And more, I think it's also about exposure too. More people are going to get exposed to you. So don't be shy. This is a time to kind of shine and be kind of boastful, I feel like.
You got big sword and ball buster.
Yeah, it's a big energy. Okay, Mark, what am I missing in my spell work? Well, let's see.
Did you watch last night's episode?
So again, well, another emperor. This is the emperor in the African American tarot deck. So to me, this means about discipline and kind of making sure your thoughts and your actions are really honed in for your spell work. If you're being a little too like open with what your intentions are, or you're like, what is the true goal that you want? Like if you're doing money, are you being like, I just want money from wherever? I think I would be more specific and like, I want this amount of money by this time. I need to have rent paid for the month of November. I need such and such. You should be a little bit more direct and specific with what your intentions are. And also the disciplining before you're doing the spell work. Are you like cleansing? Are you setting up your space right? Are you just kind of like maybe you're used to just kind of like, oh, I'm going to do this and this candle and not put much intention to it. And maybe that's worked for you in the past, but now it's time to almost like level up, and make sure that you're cleansing and you're removing things properly. You're not asking for too much, or something that's not realistic, if that makes sense. All right, so this one is just Facebook user, so I don't know the name, but it says, if you think the person I'm with is the right one, and is he faithful, or do you see someone else in my life in the future? Okay, well, mysterious person, let's see. So, man, these are really beautiful cards. This is the sun card with two children just dancing in the sun. To me, this is a really positive sign. I think that if you are worried about, and I think it's being grateful for what you have. So if there's something that you are not feeling with this person, hopefully you're addressing it, but also making sure that you're feeling good about yourself. A lot of times we might project our own issues onto our partners. So making sure that you feel good about yourself and like appreciating, all the work that this person is doing for you. I do like this card. It's just having fun and making, and if you guys are worried about your relationship, take a step back and go back to what brought you guys together, what, made you fall in love with them in the first place. So yeah, the sun card, it's beautiful. Okay. Juliana, will me and the father of my child get back together? Let's see. Hello, Sean. So the Knight of Wands. This to me, communication has to be, well, I kind of went too fast. Hold on. Sorry. Here we go. This card, I do like it, but communication has to be completely open with you guys. You're saying what you need, you're saying what you want. He's letting you know what he needs and wants, and you guys are actually respecting and hearing each other. There is an element of this person wanting to go away, but I do feel like it's just because they don't feel safe, or there's, almost like the grass is almost greener. But I do think the communication makes both people feel safe. And if you guys aren't really saying what you need, or it's too late when you just bubble things up and you're like, oh, you explode, no one is being heard. So it's a good sign. I'm just getting other thoughts on this, that I feel like there needs to be more communication directed at the true intentions and the true issues of your relationship. Okay. Hello, Anu. So Maya, good morning. Hecate message, please. What does she need me to know right now? Oh, cool. I love that. Hecate. I'm going to pull the Greek deck, this one. Hecate. And while I don't work with her, I respect her a lot. Slow down. Four of Swords. I love this card, especially in this deck. It is someone just sitting and meditating behind mountains with four swords crossed. To me, this is slow down. It's almost like she's saying, that I'm here, so why are you even asking this question? She's around you all the time if you just slow down and listen. And if you need direct messages from her, you should, it's almost like kind of scolding you, like, better, I'm right here, you just have to, listen to me. But there's also something like, whatever you're trying to work on or whatever you're trying to do, make sure that you have really reflected and done the work before you make any movement forward towards it. This is it's like a card of rest, because sometimes we can get a little clouded in our judgment. We can get a little, we're stressed throughout the day. So before we make any big decisions, making sure that you are at peace with it. You've done a reflection. You've looked at the pros and cons before making any movement forward. But she's also right next to you. She's definitely there within the clouds. Okay. So Sean, pull you a card. Is there a question with that, or you just want a general reading? I'll just pull it. Oh, here we go. Sean, I want to know who my spirit guide is. Okay, interesting. We'll see what that comes up as. Okay, so you have the Seven of Pentacles. And to me, so this is not a direct, sorry, I'm looking at the card. This is not a direct answer. But there's somebody that you have been working with, and for a minute, that knows that you've been working with them. And I think whatever you're doing, you need to level up that connection with. It's even, I almost know or feel like it's something that you've been thinking about. There's a cow in here, so I don't know if it's associated with a cow, but the energy is that you've been working with them or thinking about the spirit guide for a minute. So it's not, you just have to kind of like continue and like level up on that. I'm going to pull one more card because I'm just not, oh, the King of Pentacles. A male, I'm going to say. But again, that's almost like a, I don't want to say personal question, but it's someone that you have been kind of in communion with, even if you're researching them or like have thoughts about like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna say Zeus or some god or deity, you've been thinking about for a minute. It's kind of they're there. So that's, yeah, hopefully that answered your question. It's kind of vague. Okay, I have time for 2 more questions. What should I work on developing in my next metaphysical skills? That's Del Murphy 42. Magic. Okay, so this is the Queen of Wands is up. So I don't know what kind of skills you have been doing, but it's time to combine all of them together and definitely focus on like doing stronger intentions and stronger magic with it. So if you work with candles or herbs, I would incorporate those two, and doing things that have to do with like road opening, intuition, spirit guide stuff. I would even say like stepping up your communion if you work with spirits, and I mean like with gods or goddesses, like kind of leveling that up, being more dedicated or devoted to one, because you have all the power. You're very strong in your magic, so I think it's just more kind of directing it in the specific way to become in line with spirit. Okay, and may I have a message? This is magic and mischief, so I'm going to shuffle this. May I have a message from guardian spirits, please? Absolutely. The last one. Eight of Swords. Oh, sorry, it was reversed. So whatever anxieties you've been going through, know that one is not real. I mean, they are real, but like all that kind of mental anguish is kind of being released right now. And so it's going to let you have the ability to slow down, reflect, and see the truth of the situation. You're not your own worst enemy. Try not to self-sabotage. These are just messages that I'm picking up now. And try to be more gentle on yourself. You're not I feel like you might be really hard on yourself at times, and this is not the time to beat yourself down. And that's kind of, I think you're realizing it, whether you're doing some healing modalities or you're realizing that you're actually more of a baddie than you think, or you realize this is a time to kind of just know that it's over. And all that stuff really, those low-hanging fruits really weren't that bad. So this is a good card. Eight of Swords reverse is a good card, meaning all that stuff is kind of being released. So just continue to work with your spirit guides and your guardian spirits, and definitely give them thanks. They love gratitude, because the more you kind of show them gratitude, the more they're going to show up in your life. So I am a reader at aromaG's in Nashville, Tennessee on Monday nights from 3 to 7:30 every Monday. So please come by and visit me at the store. I will eventually get on Psychics and Readers as well. And hopefully you guys will come back for tomorrow and save your questions for tomorrow. And thank you so much for joining me. It was my first time as a little nervous. Next time it'll be better. Thank you again.
Bye-bye.
Bye.